Hello everybody! In this video, I will teach you how to solve an exponential equation. I will discuss 10 examples and in and amongst others the 4 you see here. Now what is an exponential equation? It is an equation where the unknown you are solving is in the exponent. There is a very important procedure we can follow which is called equating the exponents. When I give you a to the power of x is equal to a to the power of y, then we can equate exponents. We say if the bases are the same, we can equate exponents. Example 1. Solve for x if 3 to the x is equal to 3 to the 4. Now, on this one, already your bases are the same. The base is 3. Therefore, you can equate exponents. And you can say x is equal to 4. Example 2. Solve for x if 2 to the x is equal to 32. Now on this one, the problem is on the right-hand side, the 32. First of all, you need to prime factorize 32, and 32 prime factorized is equal to 2 to the 5. And now you can say your bases are the same, therefore you can equate exponents. And the answer, x is equal to 5. Example 3. Solve for x if 3 to the x plus 1 is equal to 3 squared. Now on this one, the only thing that's new is suddenly on the exponent there's 2 terms. But the bases are still the same, therefore you can still equate exponents. And then you can say x plus 1 is equal to 2. And now we want to solve the equation, therefore we will subtract negative 1 on the one side and subtract 1 on the other side. And we end with x is 2 minus 1 and the answer x is equal to 1. Example 4. Solve for x if 5 to the x minus 3 is equal to 25. Now the problem on this one is the 25 on the right hand side. What you first have to do is you have to prime factorize 25 and write it as 5 squared. Then bases are the same. Now we can equate exponents. Therefore, x minus 3 is equal to 2. And then when we want to solve x, we will add 3 both sides. And we end with x is equal to 2 plus 3 and x is equal to 5. Example 5. Solve for x if 3 to the x is equal to 1 over 81. Now on this one, you will have to convert the 1 over 81 into prime factors first. Therefore, you can say that 81 is equal to 3 to the power of 4. Then, if you look at the steps on the right-hand side here, step 2 says use laws of exponents to make the bases the same. Now, do you remember? This 3 to the 4 will go up and it becomes 3 to the negative 4. And now we can say bases are the same, therefore we equate exponents. And the answer, x is equal to negative 4. Example 6. Solve for x if 2 to the x is equal to 0,5. Now, don't be scared that this is a decimal. Are you with me? You can write 0,5 as a half. And then we have to do step 2 first. Use the laws of exponents to make the bases the same. Remember, here on the 2, if there's nothing as an exponent, there's an invisible 1. So therefore, we can now take the 2 to the 1 up, and it becomes 2 to the negative 1. And now we can say bases are the same. We can equate exponents. Therefore, x is equal to negative 1. Example 7. Solve for x if 5 to the x is equal to 1. Now remember, the rule says if the bases are the same, you can equate exponents. But now on the right hand side, you find a 1, and on the left hand side, there's a 5. Remember, there's a law that says anything to the 0 is equal to 1. So in this case, since we have a 5 on the left hand side, the 1 we can write as 5 to the 0. And now bases are the same, we can equate exponents. Therefore, x is equal to 0. Example 8. Solve for x if 93 to the x is equal to 1. Now, I added this one specifically because it doesn't matter what the base is on the left-hand side. Remember, the rule says anything to the 0 is equal to 1. So in this case, on the left-hand side, there's a 93. So now we will rather write the 1 on the right-hand side as a 93 to the power of 0. Therefore, bases are the same, we can equate exponents, and the answer, x is equal to 0. Example 9. Solve for b if 5 times 3 to the 2b is equal to 45. Now on this one, let's look at the steps. Step 1 says isolate the exponent with the variable. So when you go back to the left-hand side, the exponent with the variable is the 3 to the 2b. So to isolate that one, we want to get rid of this 5 in front. And we will get rid of the 5 in front by dividing it away. And then we end with 3 to the 2b is equal to 45 divided by 5, which is 9. And then we are back at step 2. Use the laws of exponents to make the bases the same. That means you will prime factorize 9 and write it as 3 squared, and then we can equate the exponents since the bases are the same. Therefore, 2b is equal to 2, and then we need to solve b, so we will divide both sides by 2. And then the answer, b is equal to 1. Thank you for watching my videos. Can I ask you a question? Have you subscribed yet? And please tell all your friends about Online Maths by Miss Pythagoras.